A huge snowstorm is headed my way and I want to ride in it. Normally people buy fat bikes to ride in the snow, but I don't want to drop $2,000 on a bike that I'll ride like once a year. I think I can do better. What if I could make a bike that's good in the snow, but also super fun to ride year round using a regular mountain bike frame with super huge tires? This is Project Monster Tail. For this project, I'm using the ultra versatile RSD Middle Child, one of my favorite frames from the Hardtail Quest. But while I piece this bike together, a moment from our sponsor. The new year is here and it's a great time to work on yourself. BetterHelp, today's sponsor, is the world's largest therapy service, and best of all, it's 100% online. Therapy isn't only about depression and stress. Talking to a therapist can help you create goals or just talk through some emotions revolving around your current situation. BetterHelp has a network of over 30,000 therapists with a wide range of expertise. To get started, you just answer a few questions about your needs, and then you get matched with a therapist, in most cases within 48 hours. Then you can talk to a therapist however you feel comfortable, whether that's through text, chat, phone, or video call. You can schedule live sessions whenever it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't the right fit for you, you can switch to a new one at no additional charge. If you think you could benefit from convenient therapy, join the 4 million other people who have used BetterHelp to start living a healthier, happier life. Click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/EvansMTB, and clicking that link not only helps the channel, but gets you 10% off your first month so you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you. Yeah, man, this thing is looking sick. So like I said, this is the RSD Middle Child, and if you remember this from the Hardtail Quest, this frame can use 29-inch wheels. And I've learned from the past that doing an experiment with a bike and putting a longer fork on than it's designed for, it kind of throws off the geometry and ultimately doesn't really feel right. But RSD actually designed this frame to use all sorts of different wheel sizes. And one of the wheel combinations they have listed is 26 by 2.8, which is a super fat tire. Not quite fat bike, but that should be good in the snow, the mud, anywhere really. So you might be thinking, all right, cool, 26er. How are you gonna find a fork? They stopped making 26-inch mountain bike forks a while ago. Well, RSD designed this to use 26-inch wheels, but use a 29-inch 140 millimeter travel fork. So I'm gonna keep piecing this bike together and then I'll get to the wheels. I'm gonna try out these new pedals. They are from Flow Motorsports. They're the ones that make the aftermarket Shimano levers, and they make all sorts of dirt bike parts. And I love that orange too. All right, now let's get to the wheels. These are the wheels that this whole build revolves around. I bought these for $500 off Pinkbike, and I don't think they've ever been used before. They are Hope Pro 4 hubs laced to WTB scraper rims that are 40 millimeters internal width, and that is super wide. And the tires are Surly Dirt Wizard 26 by 2.75. And I was asking the previous owner, how are they? And he said the tire does roll a little bit, but I do have an idea for that. So then I was thinking, all right, tire stability. I need a tire insert, right? And then I started looking around. I didn't see any like fat tire or plus tire Cushcore. Cushcore has done pretty well for me in the past. I really like Cushcore. Then I went looking around and then I found this Vittoria Airliner. And if you look close, this can fit fat tires or plus size tires, 2.8. And that's exactly what we have here. So I've never tried this in the past, and it's kind of funky how you install them. You like cut them and then you zip tie it together. And I've heard that they stretch out and you have to keep zip tying it over and over again. Not really too thrilled with that, but I hope that this works. For this being like a really big burly tire, it has super thin sidewalls, so I could really see how this would want to roll. Oh man, that was way harder than I wanted it to be. These tires were just sealed shut on the seam, but hopefully it goes okay. Now, if you notice, I'm kind of going for a blue-orange vibe here, and I have these Hope rotors. I think they would just look so good, but the only problem is they're 200 millimeter rotors, so I hope I have a brake adapter for it. Oh yeah, perfect. This build is coming together pretty dang nicely. I'm pumped. Now I got little things to tidy up, like you know, chain and all these cables and everything, and I might swap out the grips for something a little less loud. But it's getting late. I gotta eat dinner. I gotta go to bed because tomorrow is the big snowstorm. I can't wait. I'll see you then. I stayed up super late last night to get that bike all tidied up, and just in time because it is snowing like pretty dang hard out right now. And man, this is either gonna be super fun or a gigantic disaster. And I'm a little bit worried about the bike because the tires are not holding air. And when I was putting on the tires yesterday, I saw the threads on the bead. So, man, I don't know if the tires are no good, but the good news is they still make 26 by 3.0 tires, so bigger than what I have, and they're 60 TPI, so a thicker sidewall. So if this goes well, I might just have to invest in them. They're freaking $94 a piece. Whew. But this is by far going to be the coldest ride I've ever done. If you're following my second channel, I did a big gravel ride, and it was so cold that I almost lost my toes. And it was 28 degrees on that ride. Well, today it's 4 degrees out. So I have all my ski gear on. I don't think I'm gonna get cold. I might even start sweating a little bit, but we're pulling up here. Let's see how this goes. All right, here we go. First ride. It's coming down now. There's no way I'm finding dirt right now. But I'm gonna start with a paved flow trail and we'll see how this goes. All right, here it goes. Yeah, so the snow's not, oh yeah. Yeah, the snow's not gonna be wet at all because it's so cold. Looks like someone's already been through here. Ooh. Yeah. I got traction. This bike feels just like a hardtail should. Ooh, I'm gonna go find some cover and get my mouth straight squared away. Well, guys, I think I gotta head back. I don't think this is working out. My pinky, I can't feel it. I cannot feel it, and it hurts. So it's like, I put thicker gloves on right now. Maybe it'll come around, but I gotta just head back to the car before. I was just about to go down this trail, and it's pretty much the point of no return, and it's just probably not a good idea. My pinky, yeah, shit. Well, I don't know. Let me think on it while I head back to the car, and then I'll check in with you. I know that was a little bit dramatic, if you will, but when you start risking losing fingers, I mean, that gets pretty serious. And I still have a little bit of numbness and pain at the tip of my pinky, but it's about 20 degrees warmer today, so I figured I'd give it another go. I got my ski helmet on, I have ski goggles, but all the rest of the gear is the same. And I know what people will say, like, oh, you need to buy this, you need to buy the gloves that go over the entire bar or whatever. That was the whole premise of not buying a fat bike and making this monster tail, is to not drop a bunch of money for something that I'm going to use once a year. So I think I got a pretty good setup right now. I've been riding for a couple minutes, and I still want to know if this bike is any good or not. So let's go test it, shall we? Well, looks like I'm the only one up here. Let's test out this flow trail. Oh, a little drift. I cleared it. Man, I feel like I'm going so slow. Oh, yeah, oh, some dirt. Yeah. Getting some air time. Yeah. Heck yeah, dude. Well, that went way better than expected. Actually pretty fun. What I'm surprised about is how hard it is to maintain speed. This snow is so much rolling resistance, but hey, maybe it's the big tires that are adding to that. I don't know, let me know in the comments. But I'm gonna test out some more jumps right here. We'll see how this goes. I don't know how good this is gonna go. Oh, we got some dirt. Come on, crank it, crank it. Yeah. Yes, dude. Wow, I'm surprised it can turn that well. Okay, this might be dumb, but I want to see how it does on some chunk. Oh, shit. I want to go this way. I know I'm going slow, but that worked really well. It's almost like the snow filled it in. This is no longer a chunk trail. Oh, yes, dude. Wow, heck yeah. Well, Project Monster Tail is a total success. And a guy from Phoenix like me, I mean, this is amazing riding in the snow. And I didn't have to buy a fat bike. Only 110 into it and just threw together some parts that I already had on hand. I mean, I don't even want to buy a fat bike, first of all. And I think this bike might even be better than a fat bike because I got 140 millimeters travel. I got big old huge 26er tires, and I can ride this bike year round. But hey, if you want to see extended footage from this ride and the previous ride, check out my second channel. I'm posting 5 days a week, really raw, uncut footage. And if you like this video, hook me up, give me a thumbs up. It really supports the channel. And I'll have a link in the description for most parts seen in the video. And consider subscribing because I have a lot more freak builds coming up.